The bell sounds and we are underway. Jack Farmer, I'm grinning from ear to ear. This is going to be a spectacle, man.
Oh, I think everyone is excited about this except for Rey Horus, who's now got to deal with this guy, this man beast, this, like I said, this hairy, snorted, muscle-bound,
keep the adjectives coming.
Muscle-bound animal.
Look at that. Just shoving Rey Horus into the corner, giving us a one-way ticket to the gun show. Oh my goodness. That chop having very, very little effect from Rey Horus, I think, besides pissing off the big man.
I mean, Rey Horus wishing he had maybe a red cape or something to try to dodge this guy with, but
I mean, that has to be the strategy of Rey Horus, right? Prey on the anger, prey on the intensity of Black Taurus to throw him off his game, but much, much easier said than done. Wheelbarrow, thinking bulldog, but reverses into a sunset flip.
Using that lucha libre to try to keep things moving and keep things fluid. I think the last thing you want to have happen if you're Rey Horus is to have Black Taurus start beating you up.
Look at this, off the ropes comes Black Taurus, almost gets caught into a cover. But that's the thing, he's not just this big snarling monster. I mean, he is, don't get me wrong. But he's also as amazing an athlete as you will find, can keep up to with the best of them. Run as fast, fly as high as Rey Horus.
Well, that's because
you were saying, Jack.
I mean, that's because if you're Black Taurus, you're someone who every match you're in has someone who is trying to take you off your feet, neutralize your size. That's every single match he has, so he's ready for anything in this kind of situation.
Wow. Well, was not ready for that. Rey Horus sends him spilling to the outside. Tope suicida. We've seen a few tonight, but none with that level of velocity.
Just how clean and crisp Rey Horus is with those dives.
Again, a very determined Rey Horus has competed a lot in Prestige Wrestling, has showed out a lot in Prestige Wrestling, but has not picked up that victory. Sends Black Taurus around the world and wants to change that tonight.
Well, Rey Horus, I think, is very smart. If he's going to want to beat Black Taurus tonight, he's going to need to get momentum. He's going to need to get speed behind everything he does. He can't just hit a Hurricane Run. He's going to need to dive to the outside like he just did, because coming at someone the size of Black Taurus with just standard moves is just going to get you reversed. He needs the speed, he needs the momentum, and he needs to get going as fast as he can with every connection.
Well, not only that, Jack, but sending Black Taurus into those ringside chairs with the Hurricane Rana, and now cracking one over the Bull's back. Those chairs very comfortable seated if you buy a ticket for future events here at the Vermont Hollywood, May 16th, alive or just breathing on PrestigeWrestling.net. Not so comfortable to get cracked over your back or Hurricane Rana into.
Well, look, I think Rey Horus was like, look, yeah, I can do all the momentum stuff, Jack, but I think I'm just going to hit him with a chair. I think that's going to be a little bit better. And you know what? I think he's right. I think that was the smarter move.
Commentators curse here. Rey Horus gets the boots up to Black Taurus. Measures himself. Springboard arm drag. Takes the big man off his feet.
And again, that's why these luchadors like to use these fast spinning moves. But
talk about spinning. Rey Horus spinning in midair off the shoulder block from Taurus.
And this isn't good. Rey Horus grabbing the knee. Got clipped, and that's the kind of injury, that's the kind of thing that you cannot afford as Rey Horus, because if you can't move, then you're not going to last very long in this kind of matchup.
Rey Horus maybe out and counted right now here. Really, really grasping at that right knee. And Black Taurus sees the target. He's going to exploit it.
And it's a smart maneuver. I mean, yes, you can keep running, you can keep punching, but Rey Horus is showing the injury.
Cover here.
Just pick it apart. Go for it. Now you can play with your food if you're someone like Black Taurus. And if Rey Horus is able to get up, then he's going to be a target for a core.
You know, I want to point out, Black Taurus going for the cover. Usually I would critique not hooking the leg, but when you're a man the size of Black Taurus, do you really even need these kind of trivial things like a hook of the leg?
Yeah, you know, we talked about technique, and just a big 5-finger slap to the face has brought Rey Horus right back down to the mat.
Nothing technical about that.
Not about as technical as it's going to get when it comes to slaps in the face. And we got to be clear, Black Taurus, when he's slapping in the face, that's more than just a slap.
Hold on, Taurus maybe thinking Taurus driver, but Rey Horus lands on his feet, sent it to the ropes. Black Taurus up and over, lands on his feet, spin kick to the gut, knee to the face, spinning back fist, snapmare. Oh man, just wrenching at the neck of Rey Horus.
And the damage done to that knee, I think that's what made the difference.
Power slam, shoulders down, still only a 2.
I think that's what made the difference in Rey Horus not being able to keep up with Black Taurus, not being able to hit more of his moves. That half a second, that millisecond difference of having the damaged knee is giving Black Taurus a speed advantage. And if Black Taurus has that, then Rey Horus, I'm sorry, you got nothing.
Seems like Rey Horus rolling to the outside, doing everything he can for even a moment of reprieve, but Taurus there to meet him. Oh my God, look at the spit flying out of the mouth of Horus, Jack.
Yeah, spit, he's lucky it's not teeth the way he's getting hit right now. Rey Horus, I mean, Rey needs to grab a chair or something again. Rey needs to do something violent and quick and fast, because this is getting out of hand.
Well, speaking of hands, Taurus has Rey in his, thinking gorilla press slam! Shin first, goes Rey Horus onto the apron.
And this is now a matter of, can Rey Horus survive? Can he stay in this thing? And also a level of, is it worth staying in this thing? You know, Jordan, I know he really wants that ever elusive first win in Prestige Wrestling, but sometimes you gotta live to fight another day. He's in there with a wild animal and he's injured.
Shoulders down, but Rey Horus kicking out at 1. You say he has to live to fight another day? I don't think Rey Horus is gonna listen. I don't think he's going quietly into the night.
Well, Rey is one of these guys that he's got a lot of honor, he's got a lot of self-respect. He's not gonna let himself lose, but...
Oh, mama!
When you're not able to get out of the way when someone winds up and swings like that, it might be time to throw in the towel.
Check Farmer, we are wearing headsets, and that smack still sounded like a gunshot.
I don't know how Rey Horus is still standing, probably just because of the help of Black Taurus here.
He's got him up, vertical suplex positioning. Blood, no doubt, rushing to the head by the moment.
And now, look at this, one-handed.
In the words of the great James Kincaid, nothing low-key about that flex there. Shoulders down off the impact, but a kick out from Horus.
Horus showing me how much fight he really has. Rey Horus really showing me just how tough he is. I've always respected how fast-paced he is. Always respected his ability to do high-risk maneuvers and really embody what Lucha Libre is. But now he's showing me more than that, Jordan. He's showing me that he truly has the heart of a warrior by staying in this thing and pulling himself back up when I think most people would be knocked out at this point.
Again, the heart of Rey Horus is second to none, but at what point is it career suicide? At what point is Rey Horus potentially taking years off of his career by continuing to not just fight on, but really to survive here against Taurus?
Well, if it was me, it was when Taurus was in the balcony.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's why you're back here in the suit sitting next to me.
That's when I would have said this is career ending, but oh no, we see the
Taurus.
The bull is pointing the horns.
Taurus winding up, but it is Rey Horus perhaps grabbing the bull by the horns. Ducks out of dodge.
Can he get spinning again? Using that Lucha Libre, taking down the bull.
Oh, big headbutt there from Taurus. Rocks Horus, but Rey Horus sends Black Taurus outside of the ring.
Using Taurus's own momentum against him. Looking to fly.
Tope con hilo.
This is what Rey Horus needs to do, and he wants to banish the beast. Flying over that turnbuckle to the outside as we see a mass of humanity on the ground.
Has Rey Horus just found his ticket back into this thing, Jack?
This is his chance. This is his opportunity. He needs to strike now. He needs to get Black Taurus back in the ring, and he needs to hit him with the final blow.
Yeah, again, much easier said than done with a man that big, but Taurus is back inside the ropes. Off the ropes goes Horus. Handspring, reverses it into a code red, shoulders down, but Black Taurus kicks out.
I think, again, grasping at that knee, Rey Horus, I think, took so much out of himself, fighting through the knee pain to dive over that top turnbuckle to get Black Taurus back in the ring. I think he took so much out of himself, wasn't able to hold Black Taurus down for the 3. But this is wrestling. You don't get to stop and come up with something else. Looks like maybe he's going to try it again.
Around the world we go, thinking tornado DDT, but Taurus catches him in midair.
This, I can't explain to you how hard it is to catch someone mid-air who's trying to take you down.
Sling blade there from Taurus.
Someone that big should not be that agile.
Crucifix driver. And now, Taurus looking to put a stop to the second wind of Horus. Pop-up Samoan drop. But look at Taurus here. He is really feeling the effects, perhaps, of that tope con hilo.
That dive to the outside is taking something out of Black Taurus.
Very lackadaisical cover. But Horus survives, though only barely here, Jack.
Well, you mentioned it. You look in the eyes of the big bull Black Taurus. He's damaged. He's hurt. Something's not working for him. And he's starting to get frustrated. I think he's starting to get worried. If this is Rey Horus looking at this is that light at the end of the tunnel. This is that glimmer of hope that maybe somehow he can put down the big Black Taurus.
They say the bigger you are, the harder you fall. And Horus putting that to task here tonight.
Fighting with everything he has, going to the top rope. This could be that all or nothing moment for either of these guys.
Oh no, I think we saw this back at Roseland 6. I think Rey Horus looking for Roll of the King, but Taurus not going to give it the satisfaction here.
Fighting for his life, Rey Horus trying to get the bull down.
This is a very dangerous place for both of these men, Farmer.
As Rey Horus, what does he have planned here? Holding on.
Oh my God!
The bull is down. Rey Horus taken to the sky.
Around the sun. This is it. No, but he's got to get the shoulders down. Horus has got to get the shoulders down. And Taurus gets the shoulders up. I think that moment of hesitation from Rey Horus, not realizing he didn't have the cover fully cinched in, may well have cost him here, Farmer.
You know, you look so often about people kicking out once they're pinned, but I want to talk about how smart Black Taurus was there. Keeping his shoulder up before the full pin happened, allowing himself a little bit more time to recover. It was a game changer, and this match is still going because Black Taurus kept that shoulder up and stopped the pin from happening sooner.
Palm strike straight to the face. Each and every single one gnarlier than the last. Oh, Taurus trying to muscle Rey Horus up.
Horus fought out of it, but I don't know if it helped him any landing on that rope there.
And again, these psychos right back up to the top rope. We saw both careening down to the canvas. What kind of man has a landing like that and then not a minute later goes back to that very same position?
It speaks to just how tough both these guys are. I think they both understand it's going to take a huge knockout blow if you want to put this one away.
And this might be that huge knockout blow. Horus again thinking Roll of the King. But Taurus from the top with an avalanche Taurus driver.
And he almost drove the head of Rey Horus through the ring.
Cover! No! Rey Horus survives!
Rey Horus, I don't know how he still has it in him. I don't know how he kicked out of that.
I mean, Jack Farmer, it just speaks to how much he wants this win. His first in prestige wrestling on a stage like this, a moment of violence, one of our very biggest shows.
A moment of violence. Have you watched the match, Jordan Castle?
Hold on, Rey Horus catching Taurus with the kick.
The stop in the direction, the reversal, and that tornado DDT.
Now Horus has it measured. Poison Rana spikes him neck first. Cover, leg hooked, but still not enough.
Rey Horus has found success when he goes back to the lucha libre, when he goes back to with those signature change of direction mid-air maneuvers. I think if he can stick to that, he might be able to do the impossible and defeat Black Horus.
And he might be sticking to that here, scaling the top rope. What does Horus have in mind, Farmer? We're gonna go around the sun once again, but this time Taurus saw it coming. Got the knees up. Big lariat.
That looks like it knocked him out.
It's done. No, it's not.
What I love about what we're seeing here, obviously the heart and determination, the fact these guys do not want to lose, is how they're going back to the basics of what makes them great. The raw power versus the lucha libre.
And talk about raw power, a torture rack from Taurus. This is about as raw as it gets. Horus may be fading here, Farmer.
Waving the finger.
Taurus saying, you're not gonna pass out, I'll knock you out. Knee me back, double tap.
And Black Horus looks like he's finished dealing with the kickouts.
Power bull. What? Oh my God!
Jordan Castle.
I mean, Jack Farmer, that is a game-ending maneuver for Black Taurus. We cannot overstate that enough. And goes for it one more time, perhaps second time the charm. Yes, it is.